So now the one for Steve. Steve, you worked 9 years as a research analyst. You've been a senior level management, even started companies. What advice can you give for petroleum engineers so that they can better understand bankers and senior level management? And you can't say that's a bad question, because I want to know the answer to this one.
I like my question.
Good.
It strikes me a bit like asking how do you understand the opposite sex. Heck if I know, Ramona, but I think, and maybe the second thing that comes to mind is, do you really want to know bankers and managers better? But anyway, to try to give you some usable input, I think some pretty obvious things. Listen, try to understand the perspective from which those folks are coming. I guess one of the things I'd like to say is, try to figure out, and it's a process. You guys don't know now, but figure out what you're interested in. There is great opportunity in this industry to be very deep in a technology or in multiple technologies, and many of my distinguished panelists are certainly that. There are equally opportunities to become very broad, and that breadth can take lots of different forms. So if you have interest in business, obviously you can take classes. I mean, one of the great advantages you guys have is information is available, and non-information is also available, but tremendous opportunities to be able to access information, good information, and to learn from it. So if you think you have an interest in business, as an example, there are tons of classes in the classroom, online and otherwise. You can educate yourself, and that's going to go a long way toward helping you understand whether that really is an interest in something that you're going to be passionate about doing. One of my favorite sayings, because of some challenges in starting the company here in the last 3 years, is know thyself. One of the best things you can do is figure out, are you a person that is really entrepreneurial and wants to be in a small company? Because that's very different in many ways. It's not better or worse, it's just very different than being in a larger company where there's a lot more structure. So that's one of the bits of advice I think I can give is think about that and think about what you really enjoy doing.
Thank you, Steve.